Now, this video, honestly, it will cover some more relevant topics, pop culture, pretty much what's happening in the sports or celebrity world, but it's a mix. But overall, I wanted to kind of mention this because I was looking over Twitter and it's flooded with the whole, that one football player with his messy girlfriend. I think his name is Travis Kelsey. Travis Hunter. I'm sorry. But his girlfriend keeps making like every bit of commotion on Twitter on my timeline. So I wanted to cover this and I wanted to kind of make it on the topic of public relationships. Now, public relationships aren't bad, and I feel like these people are obviously just like you and me, human, either men or women that have gotten the spotlight for a talent or something in entertainment that have, given them a little bit of an edge to receive a little bit more attention. But with all that being said, diving straight into it, the whole Travis Hunter situation, I see a lot of people commenting, and yes, I can mention that some people, shouldn't you feel strange that you are looking up into this woman's life, that you are trying to notice her past? Some people will word it and say, you as a grown man are looking up this woman's past. And here's my whole point with everything. I'm not saying the world shouldn't post or do them, but I will mention that social media is a public place. So even now, Travis Hunter, I did not see much people talking about him. Besides his already, athleticism, he was definitely gaining some traction out there. He was a skilled player. I've started to hear more of his name there. But the dating side of it, I started to hear more of it when the videos started popping up. It was him and his girlfriend like wearing like onesie pajamas, talking about their relationship. It was them just being on a slight red carpet event, and she made commotions because she was getting angry, or they were asking them questions. Like, it was an interview. I think that was the first thing. Interview, and the girlfriend was being asked, and she was mentioning how she didn't even like the guy. That's when all the parody accounts, everybody started making so many jokes about it. So bringing all that to be said, it's like, this is stuff they've kind of openly threw out to the world. We're not going to act like whoever became famous, I don't want to mention a random person, but I guess like even how many people is in the rap industry, you look back and they don't have, or they do have questionable past history, like, Cardi B or something like that. So I would just say like, I would personally, I don't want to dive too much into it, but if it was me, yes, I would personally want somebody to bring up something. I would say every girl has a past. Every girl might have a past relationship, whatever. That's nothing. But if a girl had a very questionable past and then was trying to, I would say, be with me, I would just take that into account if it was very questionable.
My girl! That's my girlfriend! Yeah, that's my girlfriend too! Hey, kiss my ass!
Yeah, I'm hitting that too. All right, Duffy.
Hey, shut the hell up, man!
Oh yeah, man. Best pussy I ever had.
What, you want a piece of me?
If it's not, then I would keep going with my life. But for now, with this whole Travis Hunter situation, I would just feel like it's in the middle because, there's a lot of celebrities who are trying to act like they're on the side, or they're trying to act like they really want to give him advice. Like, come on, man, this and that. But I do feel like, no, they're kind of trying to feed off the clout. And I don't like this whole weird narrative of we're also trying to make all these men out here entertainment, and I'll be honest, mainly the black man, look goofy or look kind of like strange out here. But the whole point is, like, all that to be said, it's like some of this stuff is public information. Some of these people don't have to go far to find some of these things. Yes, some of these things are new things that we're saying are being dug up, but again, public relationships. Because what that brings me into is like my second topic. It's like one celebrity that came to mind was like Chance the Rapper. I'm a Chicago native, lived, born, raised my whole life in Chicago. And I would just say, personally, I was just not the biggest Chance the Rapper fan. He was a cool rapper. He was cool. He was doing his own thing. He had definitely like motion at one point. He was doing like all these events, concerts, and all these things. So I didn't hate him. I liked the motion he brought to the city, but he was never my cup of tea. And I always just felt like he was fake. He just had like he was trying to put on a facade, which is, if you're a rapper, you might want a niche or something that you want to grab onto. That's fine. We all know Cardi and all these rappers do like the emo thing or whatever. But with him, I felt like he went on to like trying to be a Kendrick Cole rapper, like a gospel rapper, and I feel like that was what got him there, because being honest, like you could even see it from his projects. Like one of his earlier come up projects, he was just rapping about city stuff, you know, he just had his own kind of mantra. He was kind of like in the middle of like having like a smooth jazz feeling or something, soul, but then after that he kind of jumped into the whole God gospel route, which with all the respect, I'm very, you know, I'm not gonna go there. My point is, like, I just think he was trying to fill a moniker he himself didn't fully believe in. And then fast forward, we all know the album that set him back, the album that made him more viral than anything else, and, you know, the Wife album. And I'm joking, I'm sorry, but the album that he lastly released that, you know, he had poor reception on. Forgive me, even the name slips me. I don't even remember it. But that album, it reminds me of this audio. I will play this audio, and this is basically like the sum.
Ooh, I love my wife. I love my wife. Let's go ride a bike with my wife. My wife's real young. My wife's real small. Let's go to the beach and play with a beach ball. Praise Jesus, God, and my wife. Let's go to the beach and ride a bike. Ooh, I love my wife. I love my wife. Ooh, I love my wife. She is so fine.
And I always found that audio to be hilarious. Apologies, but that audio is stupidly hilarious. I thought whoever made it is funny, but that is basically Chance the Rapper and how he decided to like handle an album that he wanted to release and how it went. And the whole point with him, just sorry to drag, is that he had his whole situation with his own public relationship where after making this album, he then was caught in 4K on, I don't remember where, but it was just in a carnival. And I've been to like one or two of carnivals, you know. I might go to one last one, not my cup of tea, but it's nice. It's a lot of cultural Caribbean event, you know. And yeah, in 4K, the wife lover was shown dancing on a very pretty thick Yana. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, that's the stuff where if people were trying to say, oh, Chance this or Chance that, and you saw at the comic sections, there are always people trying to clown up for this to this day, blah, say, blah. Especially because that album did poor on the reception. So now, fast forward, I think he is getting a divorce from his wife. That's becoming public, obviously, because anything else he does, he doesn't want it to be PR or whatever. But that's just another example of public relationships. I have little to say about this after that, just besides the fact that it's the public relationships, people. It's what people can find, what people can do. I think there's a middle ground besides, like, there's a middle ground between, like, people and how they are treating these people. There is something weird going on, but for the most part, it is also some of these people are, you know, just moving how they want to move. And then lastly, I guess I would say, because I do not watch any streaming at all, so I can't talk about it, this would be probably my lowest written comment section. Like, I'm looking at my notes right now. Kai Cenat. The only thing I will bring up is he just publicly, I guess, claimed that he is in a relationship, you know, said her name and everything. I even think she's in the same industry as him. Like, she's supposedly, don't get me wrong, I might be wrong, a streamer. So I will look up her name and maybe put in this if I remember. But my point is, like, he now mentioned he has a girlfriend, and I do not watch Kai, but I do notice that my Twitter timeline is sometimes flooded with him. Like, it'll be like 2-3 videos, so I don't have to watch them sometimes. And I did notice that he's talked about her a few times, definitely. I even feel like he's even gonna push this whole thing where streamers are now gonna have their girlfriends. Maybe they've been already having their girlfriends on stream, but it's just what I've noticed. So yeah, again, like I said, I don't really have too much to say about that besides if something was to come up out of that, it's like, well, I don't see how, like, whatever people are going to find is what's already out there. And then lastly, too, I think some of these things are PR. Like, I'm not saying him and her relationship specifically, but some of these things are definitely good PR. Like, you all would be very surprised. Oh, lastly, fun thing to talk about. It's not really fun, I'm sorry, but it's the Young Thug phone call. And again, now, like, people are having a field day with, you know, certain boxers and their wives and whatnot. Yeah, again, publicly, I can't, this is what I mean about if somebody has a past. I personally would at least just want a bit of a hint into it, Because I would say the Travis Hunter thing is in the middle for me. I can't really fully say everything because right now they're just showing that she's in somebody's video, music video, I think. That's the worst I've seen. And then like supposedly the worst is that they've been in a relationship for like 4 or 5 years, I think, or 4 or 5 years, something like that. And the timeline of her popping up in some of these rapper videos, being caked up, being in bed with, some of these other people, is in the time that she is supposedly supposed to be in a relationship with Travis Hunter. So that's, again, if somebody has a past or something else they can dig up like that, yes, that qualifies for me to be like, no, I gotta end it there. It's not even just social media or the internet, it's that. And the Young Thug phone call, the Young Thug phone call, I would say, is, again, my other 13 reason why I would instantly cut off a female. Because don't get me wrong, we've all been there, we've all had relationships, been in love, but there's a difference in seeing somebody you're with saying all kinds of crazy crash out things. It's my belief. I'm not saying it's confirmed, but it's my belief why, again, some of these guys don't see these warnings, might wife up a woman who has a maybe questionable past history of who she's talked to, and then they come up with issues, But again, to each his own. I'd rather just let people do them. It's me. I'm gonna do what I want with my body, but it's just stuff I can notice. This is just a fun commentary channel, and forgive me if my audio is not the best. I'm definitely working on it. I'm just a small channel. I got laid off 2024 December. It was crazy, and I'm just working my way back up. I'm figuring a lot of things out, but I'm thankful for everybody that's with me. I'm gonna definitely take my time to try and get my audio and everything better, but please subscribe to my channel. I'm definitely gonna get all of my other accounts up and running from Twitter, so you can follow me on Twitter, Cash App, and learn about Discord and all these things, so we can all follow up and have a more engaging community. But thank you for everybody who's still here, and I will catch you on the next video. Thank you.